have one of the stars of Nateland on YouTube. It's the great comedian Greg Warren, whose new special on YouTube on Nateland is called The Champ. Hello, Greg.
Hey, Tom. Hey, guys. How's everybody doing?
Hi, Greg. Well, Greg, congratulations on the terrific new special.
Thanks, buddy. We went through two audio engineers mixing it, and the first one, there was a little too much like table talk on it, you know?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And the guy was like, well, what are you talking about? Like, well, for instance, right there, somebody goes, yeah, that's funny. I was like, that's Josh Arnold. I know who that is. I go, that's Josh Arnold. I can hear people in the audience, and I know who they are. Yeah.
And I just at one point I just said, oh, that's funny.
Something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's what comedians do. They don't laugh. They just kind of like, and the tone is more like, I wish I'd said that.
Sorry about that.
Oh, that's a good piece of business right there.
Yeah. It was something like that, chick.
Yeah.
It was more like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are you home?
No.
Oh, that's a hotel.
Okay, because I was going to say I see a towel hanging from the door.
Oh yeah,
that looks like a hotel room there.
That is
should have straightened up a little more.
That's
I'm in a Hilton Garden Inn.
The most giant headboard I've ever seen on a bed, or maybe it's the.
I think it's. No, you're right. It is.
Yeah.
It's a giant headboard. I asked for those.
The angle. All right. Well, they certainly came through for you.
I think you need some more bottles of water too, Mike.
Yeah, you're not hydrating enough.
I'm happy to see it, Greg. You got to stay hydrated.
I peek
Thanks,
clear.
Josh.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed, Christy. Those are predominantly Evian bottles of water.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Now that you got that special, you're all
all
that
the best money.
That's Nateland money right there, guys.
By the way, you owe me $20, pal. Okay.
Is that for your joke in my special?
No, it's just in general. Like 20 years ago,
okay.
I loaned you $20.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Pretty sure.
Once again, Greg Warren's new stand-up comedy special is terrific, and it's on Nateland on YouTube, and it's called The Champ. And if it's squeaky clean and great, really funny. So I highly recommend it when you get a chance. Give it a.
Did Hart give it a thumbs up?
Yeah, leave a comment. You can even say something negative. I don't care.
Now, I saw some video of you over the weekend at some sort of wrestling. You were standing in front of two naked men wrestling and portrayed in granite. Is that right? Am I close to what you were looking at?
That was from earlier this past month. That was at the Louvre, chick.
Oh, okay.
It's a famous wrestling statue, and I broke down the technique of this statue.
Yes, he did. He said, "This is the way I used to do this. This far more effective." He kept saying, "Yeah."
Yeah, the guy was working a move called the guillotine, which it's France, so it's fitting. It's a bit of a high school move, chick. If you want to know.
Oh goodness.
It's not really a college move.
Is it legal?
Oh yeah, it's legal. Yeah. I mean, you're not going to get in it in college. It's a high school.
I have a question. There's, of course, the famous illegal full Nelson and then the half Nelson. Yeah. Was there someone named Nelson that developed that?
I don't know that. That's a great question.
I would think with your years of wrestling in high school and college and a state champion, et cetera, you would have found that out.
Yeah, a two-time state champion, I do want to point out. But
two-timer. I call him a two-timer, Tom.
Yeah.
The deuce.
And you're not even allowed to mention anything about a state championship unless it's a two-timer.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Well, maybe one day, typically on this
you're talking to me like I'm a one-timer. And
I'm sorry.
That's disrespectful.
He's one-timing you, man.
We should explain to Edwin on this show, Greg will do a deep dive into an unusual topic, say peanut butter, and he'll go deep. Perhaps you should go deep on the names of wrestling moves.
I could do that.
Are there any others that we would have heard of?
Oh, that's it.
Oh, I mean, they vary regionally, Tom. I mean, say like a cow catcher, that's a different move in certain parts of the country. Yeah, some people,
that sounds like a sex move.
Or the rusty gate. Oh, wait, no, that's lacrosse.
I don't think that's... Listen, Ed, when I know, you're a rock star, you guys have different experiences on the road than comedians do.
Our hotel rooms are cleaner.
I don't know all these sex moves,
All these sex moves.
Now, have you chosen a topic to go do a deep dive in today?
I did, Tom. I wanted to discuss today the history of Wiffle Ball.
Oh,
Yes.
I love Wiffle Ball.
I'm with you, Chick. One of my all-time
Man.
favorite activities.
So do I, guys. And you have David Mullany to thank for that, a former semi-pro pitcher. A lot of those old guys will say, like, I was a semi-pro, which what is that? Were you in the minor leagues or not? It just sounds a little bit phony to me. But this guy, Mr. Gertner, he was my neighbor when I was growing up, and he said he played semi-pro baseball. He said he also played semi-pro tennis, semi-pro basketball, and semi-pro hockey. So it's one of those things like the more he said, the less I believed him.
Yeah.
He also he was a good guy, but he had a lot of advice. My friend Ted Ruger and I, one time, my dad told us to cut the lawn, and we thought it'd be funny to carve a curse word into the lawn.
That is funny.
And Mr. Gertner came by, and he's like, you're cutting the wrong all wrong. You got to go like he didn't understand what we were doing. He's like, you go in rows. You don't go in this running around. You're like, he didn't see the swear word that we had said.
What did it start with?
F.
Oh, the big one.
Oh, man.
Nice.
You really went all out.
Perfect.
Yeah, we were idiots.
So once you got the lawn mowed, is that where you played Wiffle Ball?
We did play some Wiffle Ball back there, Chick, and they got pretty. And thanks for that transition, buddy.
I do what
You guys
I
are professional. Yeah. We played quite a bit of Wiffle Ball, and it got very emotional. It's a very emotional game.
It did.
Oh, yeah.
It is,
It
man.
has its highs and lows.
Did you have the lawn chair as the umpire, right?
It's the strike zone. Yeah, you
Strike
gotta hit
zone?
the.
Yeah, right.
No, we didn't think of that, but that's a good idea. We hired an umpire at one point. Rob Wetzel had to come down and umpire for us.
Whoa.
Yeah, we paid him like $3. Yeah.
Well, nice.
Oh, Robbie needs the
Yeah,
money.
he quit in the fourth inning. We got yelled at way too much.
Come on, Wetzel.
Yeah. It was invented, patented in 1957. David had a son, and his son was out playing. He was playing ball. They had a broomstick and a plastic golf ball. And they were also trying to throw a curveball. And David, as a supposed semi-pro pitcher, knew that when kids throw a curveball, that's the easiest way to hurt your arm. So he was like, I'm going to try to find a ball that will curve easily. He was also out of work at the time. And he had a buddy. This is crazy. He had a buddy that worked at the Colt Firearms Company. Now, Colt Firearms, when they weren't making guns, they were making packages for Cody perfume.
Really?
You want to talk about diversification?
Yeah.
Yeah. They were making packages, and the package was like a ball. It was like a white plastic ball that they put the perfume in. So he's got his buddy to give him a bunch of these packages.
Weird.
Luckily, his buddy, for all of us, was not a bricklayer.
Yeah.
So he started fooling around with making a wiffle ball, and that's how he made the wiffle ball. Now, when they are manufactured, there's two halves, guys. You have the half with the holes in it,
Right.
and the half without the holes in it, and they fuse them together. I suspect there's quite a bit of rivalry between those two sides of the business over there at Wiffle Ball.
Where'd the name come from?
Well, from whiffing, striking out, whiffing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you don't want to go up there and whiff, Tom. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
That's true.
So do you think the guys who make the solid half, have some kind of beef with the
Swiss cheese half.
And you
Well, I
can-
think it's the other way around, Josh. The other guys are doing a lot more work.
Yeah.
Those guys are like, you're over there on non-hole side. You guys knocking off at noon every day, and they're getting paid the same.
Getting paid the same.
You know, they'd make
Or
us-
maybe it's a situation of like, hey, man, you know, you're doing good work over here. I like what I see. You keep it up. We're going to put you on holes.
Very nice. Right. If you're just joining us, hello once again. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show. With us in the studio, singer-songwriter Edwin McCain, and we're speaking via satellite to comedian Greg Warren. Greg's new comedy special is called The Champ. It's on Nateland TV, Nate Bargatze's network. It's terrific. It's family-friendly. If you've ever been in any sporting event or your kids have been, you want to hear Greg's hunk about coaching, et cetera. So it's great stuff. But right now we're discussing the origins of Wiffle Ball. What else have we got?
Well, Tom, our boy David Mullany sold these things out of his car at first.
Was it just the
And-
balls, or did he have something to do with the bat as well?
Just the balls at first, Josh. The bat came like 3 years later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was there a lot of people going, boy, I wish I had something to hit this ball with?
So they were mostly stick ball, I guess.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
Probably stick ball, or maybe even just maybe they played it with a wooden bat. Really.
Yeah.
And Josh, I know you said you enjoyed Wiffle Ball, but you were in the sporting equipment business for a while. Did you guys look down on Wiffle Ball, or did you see them as a competitor over at Rawlings? Or
We didn't. We saw Wiffle Ball as a gateway to using Rawlings product. So we
I see.
We encouraged we encouraged Wiffle Ball so that eventually, you know, those interested in baseball and stuff would start.
Encouraged? So like financially encouraged? Is that what you're saying?
Hey. Look, some of us may have been. Not everything was on the level. I'll
Did
just
money
be honest.
did money change hands at any point between
Well,
you?
we don't like to say that. We like to say favors were done.
I'm just going to leave this right here.
Yeah.
Now, is there a an off-brand Wiffle Ball, or does Wiffle have a patent that's still out there?
Awful Ball is not a very good product.
Well, it's right there in the name.
No, I'm not. I don't know. I would imagine there is. Yeah.
Well, you know, they
but
make plastic bat and ball. The ball is solid plastic. I mean, it's hollow inside, but there's no holes on it.
Yeah, that I never played with that though. That seemed like that's not. You can't curve it.
No, you
No,
can't.
but
curve it at all.
you could crush it.
Yeah, it would go a long way.
Especially one of those giant big red bats.
Oh, the big red bats. Yeah.
Yeah, that are comically large. Yeah.
The torpedo bat of the plastic
They
bat.
make a good noise too.
I
when you
just
get
heard
off.
the sound in my head.
Yes.
I heard it.
Yeah. Josh is a guy with brothers. If you were in the pool and you got hit in the back with wiffle bat, which one hurt more, the big red one or the yellow one?
The yellow.
Yellow.
Yeah, it did. It did hurt more. It's not going to hit the ball farther, but it hurt more when it hit your back.
Yeah.
They sold these things he sold them out of the trunk of his car, which, man, we've been through a lot of these reports, and, man, they were selling a lot of stuff out of the trunks of cars back then.
They sure were.
And it seems like you don't need to, you just say you sold it out of the car. We didn't think you were selling it out of the hood.
I don't like where this is going. I got a trunk load of my albums out there. What's the problem?
I'll take one, Edwin. I'm a big fan. Josh, pick me up one of those. I'll reimburse you. I'm a big fan, Ed. I'd love to have one. If you could sign it, that'd be great. What's sold out of the trunk of the car today, guys, besides Edward McCain albums?
Usually stolen TV sets, but you open up the box and it's full of bricks.
You know what, though? They tend to be a little bit more organized now. They'll take over like a corner of a busy street, and there'll be, blankets and all sorts of
Tide detergent is a big one.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's a Procter & Gamble product. I'm going to have to look into that.
That's a fine product, but there is some black market Tide.
Do you still, to this day, Greg, wash your clothes in Tide?
I do.
Of course you do. It's too damn cold to wash them out, Tide.
You hear that, Greg?
You know that joke, Greg?
That joke is celebrating his high school graduation.
Man, I was hoping you guys were going to let that
entertainment.
that deserved a little more silence than it got.
No way. That's one of the greats.
Greg, is it considered uncool to use a mitt while playing wiffle ball?
Ken Allen and Greg Allen, they were, we had a league, the Allen boys, the
Dem
Ruger
Allen
boys, and
boys.
the Warren boys. Yeah, the Allen boys, they use gloves, which I don't know. I think it's a little silly, don't you guys think?
Absolutely.
In fact, it should. It eventually should be frowned upon completely.
Because those things can sting.
This is coming from a guy who sold gloves.
Right.
That's an honorable man right there.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll tell you when things changed for Wiffle Ball, guys. 1959, F.W. Woolworth placed a giant order.
Oh, wow.
And that's when they built the factory.
Where'd they build the factory?
Shelton, Connecticut, Josh. It's still there. They've never made a wiffle ball outside the United States.
Really?
It's a U.S. Yeah, that's
That's
right.
why
man.
ESPN went there. Because the very first sport they covered was backyard wiffle ball.
Wiffle.
They were covering some weird stuff early on,
Oh,
weren't
for
they?
sure, yeah.
Believe me, I know I worked it.
Did you really, Christy?
Arm wrestling,
Curling.
curling.
Yeah.
Don't you hear every now and then about some? I know a comedian who has like Wrigley Field recreated in his backyard for.
Oh,
wiffle
yeah.
That's actually
I
Rick,
think-
Rick Messina is a manager of a community.
Yeah.
ball. Loggins and Messina.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I think there's the guy named Rick Farrell made a replica of Fenway in Hanover, Massachusetts. They have the World Wiffle Ball Championship. That started in Mishawaka, Indiana, by Jim Bodorf and Larry Grau.
Cool.
And that is still pretty much the premier championship. It's moved around several places. But they have new bats, guys, made from like aluminum, carbon fiber, fiberglass. The Moonshot bat is around $200 for a wiffle ball bat.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, there's, they have, how many cuts, Chick, are in that ball? How many holes?
I'm going to say 6.
That's a good guess.
Josh,
8.
Pat,
I'm gonna go with 6 too. Make it 5.
it's 8. It's 8
Oh, 8.
oblong,
yeah.
oblong cuts
Right.
on the half of the ball. My buddy John Drexler in high school had an oblong head.
Yeah. I remember that football brain. Remember? That's what we called it.
Any holes in it?
No. He's he's a very handsome guy, but his head was slightly oblong.
That's hard to believe. He was handsome.
I'm telling you, very handsome guy. Yeah, Chick, but it was just slightly oblong. Not like Herman Munster or something, but it was, yeah.
All right.
Well, in conclusion, I want you to be sure to watch Greg Warren's comedy special on Nateland Television on YouTube. It's great. It's clean, family-friendly, and if you've ever been involved in any kind of high school sports, et cetera, it's so funny. And you'll find it, as I mentioned, on Nateland TV. It's called The Champ with Greg Warren. Greg, always a great pleasure. Very funny stuff,
Yes.
as always.
Wait, we got to play wiffle ball soon.
And can you make the
Yeah,
bed?
man.
Can you make the bed
I will-
next time you
I
come?
will. Sorry about that, guys.
Don't be. The
My
hotel
last
is be.
point on wiffle ball, my favorite thing about that ball was when it came in the box, it was like a black and orange box, and it said a 2-word sentence with an exclamation point. It curves.
That's right. I remember that. Absolutely. Yes, sir.
That sounds like a porn move, right?
I had some underwear like that.
Yeah. And it did, too.
What's it called? Periodontis?
Peronis.
Peronis. Okay, it sounds like a sandwich. Thank you very much, Greg.
What happens is.
Bye, guys.
Staining his
Bye, Greg.
reputation right here on the show.